Hi everyone, I am Margo, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client that will represent Cancer. As always, I am Margo, your tarot reader, and if you are interested in a consultation or reading or ritual, please email me at margotarotreader@gmail.com and I'll be more than happy to help you. When it comes to personal readings, prior to the recording, I call into the universe or my client's personal information because they remain private at all times. Now, having said that, certain predictions can come around the time frame that I give you. Other predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent if you align yourself with the universe, emotional, spiritual, mentally, and all parts. Other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and the people in question have to take in this physical form, whether it's physical and or spiritual. All right. Thank you to my client for reaching out for me, and thank you for all of you who are taking time to watch today. If there's anything that I can do for you, I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens, and let's get started. Okay. What is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see when it comes to... Okay. All right. So, now that we're here, let me see what's in his thoughts and minds. So I feel that it's more important to me right now at this time. Okay, so it shows that he's a little bit concerned in reference to his stability, of where he's heading, where he's going with all of this. He's been thinking of wanting to make some changes. He just doesn't know how and which direction to go. It's almost like he's thinking over and over with the situations in reference to what it is that he wants to do when it comes to his personal life, love life, work-wise, home life, etc. Debating on making a change and doesn't know what direction to go. Most likely friendships are going to change in this year for him coming. The direction, probably including work-wise, is going to change for him also. Okay. Yes. Things have been affecting him. He feels that there's a mistrust in the relationship that he's in right now with this other person. He also wants to make certain travels as well, or expand his way of being. Okay. It feels to me that he has met someone and is probably keeping it a secret, or if it has not happened, this is what's coming in his life. He wants to take adventures. He wants to explore certain things. Maybe he's feeling a little bit tight in the relationship that he's in right now. Maybe he's seeing that he moved in too quickly and he should have just get to know the person a little bit more insightful of how things are. Okay. It seems here that something legal is coming to his life within now and within a year. It can be a sudden, I don't want to say proposal here, but maybe a sudden shift and change. I wonder if he's trying to re-enlist of some sort here. Okay, or he's going to be called out for services again if he's still in the reserves. Yeah. Someone is pushing for an engagement or proposal, it feels to me, and it's just not working. If this is the case where they haven't talked about it, we know that this is coming. Maybe there's a way that someone is pushing it in reference to stay in a relationship. This is what I asked for. This is what you promised, and I'm not getting that. And it's just what you promised in the beginning is not where we are now in the relationship, I feel, for them. Okay. Yeah. I feel that he's going through a heartbreak in the relationship and in love. Can be due to this person that we asked, the Pisces, or it can be that he meets someone else and he goes through this. But I have a sensibility that it is what he's going through right now with this person. There's more beneath what you're observing, I feel, between them. Okay. It's almost like true colors are coming in. Okay. It's not who he thought that she was the soulmate. Okay. Or someone that he could spend life with. It's not. He needs to decide the direction that he wants to take. I feel that he wants more independence and being single and just prosper on his own. He can do this, but this woman just doesn't. So I'm a bit dry with the energy right now. I feel exhausted and we just got started. So mentally, most likely he is in this phase right now. She's eating me up alive. She's draining me. It's everything about her, in other words, her needs, her mentality, her way of being. Okay. There's certain things that he's not seeing clearly with this. He is hurting because there are changes in the relationship that eventually they didn't expect to be this way. Instead of them bonding more, they are at distance. And so in order to release himself, he needs to understand that it's okay to fail in a relationship, but most importantly, learn from that. And at least he gave the effort to this, and he's able to start something new. Okay. Um, Again, I feel that there is someone already in his circle that he has met that he's interested in, and maybe he is not letting it out or being shown. There's a lot of things here in the relationship that took place. Okay, maybe he found something out about her. Okay, or her about him, flirtatious. It is going to end eventually. There is no marriage in this relationship, and probably she'll move back home or he will find a way to move from this. Yes, he wants to move and start something new, but it's almost like something else is coming in. Maybe move back somewhere where he was. Okay. He's still uncertain with this relationship. He's still feeling like he is out of balance more than anything. Okay. Someone needs to have a conversation with him to see if they can open up and see what directions he wants to go in this life. Okay. And maybe give himself a chance and not punish himself mentally for all the things that are happening. Okay. That dream that he inspired in the relationship, it's no longer there between them. And he needs to get over this burden. He needs to put closure to this relationship. Living together in the way that they are is not going to lead to any success. Okay. There is someone else that is coming around. I wonder if, was she a part of this cleansing that you did? Because we do see that there's stagnation in the energy between them. So sometimes when you have something negative within the home environment, it does not affect just one person. It affects everyone within the home situation, including people that can come over. Okay. We definitely see some stagnation of energy going on here. And some backstabbing between the scenes. Okay. Has he gotten close to the father figure? Because we do see that he's still a little bit disturbed by that energy here between their situation. So we do see that he's a little off of the energy, but also confused, not understanding, not knowing what path to take. The relationship has become toxic. It's what I'm sensing here between them. He's going to be looking to see where else to move. He's going to see the failures of the relationship and of his life. And then he's going to have to take some time off to understand all of these things before he can let go of these things and then probably meet somebody else. Not probably, he is. We're seeing an earth sign or a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius female here. Okay. Yeah. I feel that someone is already seeing someone. It's very strong here. It's either him or her. We'll see it as it comes on the other spread. But we definitely see some conflicts and accusations of each other here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me see the other spread and let's see from there. I hear him saying like, okay, I'm tired of this and let me just get out of this and just make a decision of who's going through what directions. Maybe one of them see it as a phase, passing through, but it can be a phase, but in this phase, you have to also understand, are you mature enough to continue? Because as they are young, and you already know this, they are young. But within these circumstances, it is whether or not you can make it. It is whether or not you can survive whatever their situation is. And if they can survive this, then they can learn to survive anything else that comes in their life. But this is a testing period for them too. Okay, let's see angels of the universe. The heavens, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see? Okay, let's see. Let us be specific. Angels of the universe and the heavens. Thank you. It feels to me that one more than the other have been trying to work the relationship. Okay. They're confiding probably on the person that should not be giving them advice, as I feel. Okay. They're very at odds between each other, very distant between each other. And I feel that if she would change her behavior or pattern, he would be willing to try this relationship, as he has over and over. He's conflicted with everything. Again, we do see that there is someone else that kind has been flirting with him a bit. Maybe there's a friend here that he met through another friend. Okay. We see a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Horizon, and an Earth sign for the male Cancer. If he were to be interested in this situation, but right now I feel that his energy is withdrawn and kind of depleting due to the relationship with this female, the Pisces. We definitely see that there's a lot of heartbreak in there. He felt that he was his true love, that they were meant to be together and marry. And now things have happened between her energy. I definitely feel that there's an energy here of this Pisces where we see some, how do I say this? She's going through a spiritual lesson and awakening, epiphany kind of moments. I'm almost there to say that she has been going through something similar as you've been experiencing, um, being tormented. It is also possibly that she has not felt it as strong because, again, um, she has interacted with the energy of the Cancer male. But it feels to me, or she's a little off with things like this of the spiritual sense. But we do see that there's some hindering energy of her well-being when it comes to the spiritual length, the spiritual soul. So let's put in this case, we do see that she is also manifesting a certain negative energy. Could be that it was taken in when she moved into this place, or it opened that portal, that channel, when she moved into this place. Sometimes when you overwhelm and stress, you can actually open those doors as well. Again, anything negative that you dwell in can and will cause entities that should not be around you or other people. So we definitely see that this is playing out tremendously in their relationship. They've tried to work it out. There's a sense of someone being more in love than the other, more than anything, and wanting to work it out. And it feels to me that it is the male Cancer. Um, there's also a conflict here where the female Pisces does not necessarily like to or interact with other people, including we see in the household another person who is older. So that tells me that the Pisces does not really want to be bothered, in other words, with other people in the household because she has her own problems to deal with, is what I hear her saying. So I definitely feel that the Pisces been communicating with other people, maybe her family, in reference to saying, I made a big mistake moving here. I didn't think that it was going to be this type of drama, or I didn't think that I was going to go through all these chaoses. And I feel like I was tricked. I feel like it was nothing that I expected. So, and whoever she talks to, it's like it's telling her, then give it up and come back home. Um, um, but I also feel that she likes where she is, not the place or the home, but the city, let's say, for example. Okay. Um, I definitely feel that they will have a conversation between these two people, and there will be a decision made um, when the change and the shift comes within the home environment. He's not necessarily happy in the home, she's not happy in the home, and whoever else is in the home is not really happy. I feel that at first there was a little complicit energy where, you know, I like being here, I moved, and I'm comfortable, and I can get used to this again. Um, Someone saying that when I first moved there. So, and it was the fact that it was a home felt energy in the beginning, and the fact that you were moving in together made it more comfortable. So, but that energy shifted and changed gradually. Okay. So that's what we see. But I feel that eventually either one person's going to leave first, two people will stay, or either two people will move and one will stay. But we definitely see this change of someone leaving first before the other, or saying you moved in there first and then I go there first. It's something to that effect. Whoever lives within the home environment. I'm not being specific because the energy is just giving it to me the way it is. As you already know, my client, how it is. Okay. But we definitely see the shift of the energy coming around within the next 2 weeks, 2 months. Okay. Or in the first half of next year for sure. Okay. I'm going to look more into this energy of the person, the female. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, angels, for the universe and the heavens. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to see when it comes to thank you, angels. Let us see. She wants to take a trip. Maybe she wants to go back home for the holidays or something to that effect. Because I definitely feel that there's a travel energy for her. Okay. Marriage and family was what it was discussed in their relationship, or is what she was wanting out of this relationship. Now that she sees it further away, is not something that she would like to put up with. Okay. Has he been out more with friends, male friends, than anything? Because I see him being at a distance or hanging out with other people besides the home, or talking more to other people than I don't again, with her energy shows me that she is having a conversation with someone else about you, my client. I feel that she likes you, but she does not dwell in your energy. She is telling someone else, there's something odd about this person. She does something, or she has something, or she's a little off. But, and again, I apologize. It is the energy of her that I'm in, okay? So she is disclosing that she feels unsafe or insecure or a little off with the home environment and also with your energy. So maybe she's a little scared or frightened of the experiences that she've had in that house. But deep down, I feel that she's kind of into this stuff. Maybe she's not closing it now, but I feel that it puts her in a state of mind of intrigue or curious, kind of thing, you know. But um, again, her energy is not mashing with yours right now, okay? Um, and so she's explaining this to someone else, okay? It's someone that is probably a little bit older than her, or more experienced than her, okay? So it's a lot of conversation in reference to this, and yeah, she's been how do I say this? She's been contemplating on making a travels, visiting back home, or just leaving all in itself. Okay, going back home or moving elsewhere, or maybe even whoever this person is that is talking to. Let's say if it's a friend in the city, um, contemplating on whether or not she'll move in with that friend. Okay, most likely that friend has offered if she wants to come and stay there. I wonder, has she stayed overnight before and stayed with this friend before? If it hasn't happened, then it will. So yes, between her and this Cancer, we definitely see that the promises are broken between their relationship, and she blames other people for this, not herself. Um, and she feels that he is somehow still immature and not what she thought of him when they first met. Okay. Um, Again, expected a marriage, expected a family, expected for him to buy, including a home for them. And at the end, she felt that this move was going to be temporarily, not full time, between you and them. And I feel that this was a deep conversation between them, that you were a huge part in how they are right now. And let me just say this and express this, that it may not be the cause, but she feels the cause. Okay? It's what she feels, it's what she puts to blame. So we definitely feel that she is not taking a blame toward the whole situation of their relationship. Okay? um when she does certain things, I feel that she also blames him. I did it because you made me. I did it because you said this, and things like that. Okay. um do we see her meeting or is with someone else? um no, not necessarily. I feel that there is someone that if she works, it's through her work environment that she met someone and they do talk, but I don't see it to be let me see here, intimacy right off the bat between her. Okay. No. um I feel that when the decision is made that you go your way and I do me and you do you, then yes, for either one of them is a huge possibility. Okay. um and again, I feel that more than anything, the Cancer male is the one that it's almost like a new shift in his energy, where let's say he goes with friends or through or visit his friend at work or something like, or something to do with his work environment, maybe like a short travel of some sort. But we definitely see him meeting somebody else as well. Okay. um, there is that residue of emotions and feelings and love between them, and I keep saying residue because it tells me that um, one feels that they can let go of the other one, in an emotional way, because they still feel that they love the other person. Okay. And again, I feel that it's coming more of the Cancer. And sometimes when they dispute, they argue, it's almost like I hear, I hate you. Okay. But that's the anger talking more than anything. The longer they live together, the longer they will bitter their mental status, their physical and emotional. Um, and they will have bitter within themselves and just kind of be more frightened to be in another relationship. So sometimes, in this situation, I would definitely say that if they've been in this manner for at least 3 months, then it's time to really have a sit down and talk to each other, and someone that does not have any judgment for them, for both of them, and give them an honest advice and opinion, um, because they need some grown up guidance, I want to say. And by that I mean someone that has experienced relationship and marriage and love, etc. Because they're learning within this relationship. It is more likely their first time moving in together, living in with somebody else, their opposite sex, so in a relationship. And this is a test of endurance, if you want to put it this way. What should have happened with this is they should have moved in together by themselves first and lived together, and then do that trial versus, living as a couple and bringing the whole family, whatever it may be, in their relationship. You know what I mean? But I feel that we've seen this in a reading prior to maybe a year or so ago, where um, we did see the pronunciation of the relationship not being a long-standing, even though that they wanted the long-standing status, right? So we're coming to see this taking place already. Okay, with the eclipses right off the back that were tremendous. Of all the eclipses that we have throughout the years in our lives, I feel that this year is more potent than other ever been. So this is a test of endurance for them and anyone in the whole world, actually. um, Emotional, physically, mentally, and of course spiritually. So, and him as a Cancer, we definitely have some effects coming in through his emotional boundaries, through these eclipses, and through his home environment, and also through his mind, his thoughts, his willingness to move forward or to be in stagnation. So, and being that this is all new, we definitely see more hindrance in that cause and in the relationship. Um, so I I don't want to be as negative in this reading, but unfortunately, it is what I'm gathering in this. I do feel that at one point the Pisces felt like, you, my client, were cool, and you just had that emotion attachment, and because you are also the same sign as he is, I feel that there's an entwined energy. So when I hate him, I hate you, kind of thing. Okay. And it is normal to an extent, because not only do you live together, but because due to the energy twine, he carries a lot of your entity, a lot of your ancestry, this child, I have to say. Okay. I feel that he carries a lot of your ancestry more than your other children, believe it or not. And let me see here. You asked me about that person too, huh? Let me see. The father figure of this Cancer, we see that he is going through some struggles in reference to finances due to the person that he's with and somebody else. Maybe he hasn't learned his lessons about cheating yet, this father figure. Have they gotten together like in a group or a family? Because I feel like there's a gathering here between the father, other siblings. Okay. He really does not have a positive things to say to this Cancer in reference to life experiences. And I feel like if he were to talk to him in reference to his personal life, the Cancer to the Taurus, I feel that the Taurus will be more like saying, women are women, and you just kind of have to learn how to manipulate the relationship and their desires, is what I hear him say, kind of thing. And more than anything, when we see conversation that he's having with other people, because I feel there's one more person here, I feel that the person always says, whoever this is, do you still love this person? Or do you love this person? And then find a way to work it out. It's simple as that, that this other person is saying. In reality, it is two things. Do you love, that you feel that you can't live without this person? Do you feel that you're connected to this person in all your boundaries, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, sexually, financially? And do you trust this person? Two key factors. Do you trust this person? And I'm going to add also respect. Do you respect this person, and vice versa? Do they respect you? Do they trust you? Do they love you in all that senses? It's a key factor for any type of relationship, whether you're married, whether you live together, or engage, in any type of consensual relationship. It is a key factor to any survival. Respect will come in if and when you cuss each other out and you disrespect each other and call yourself disrespectful names. Then you've lost the respect for each other, and that would only escalate to more things in the near come. So you will break boundaries of the respect and expect the worst out of whoever is disrespecting you. It means that they don't admire you for who you are, for what you are in their life. So that would definitely will not work in the relationship, whether you stay or not. And love in all counts is you have to have that love toward the other person, and mutually, because your heart and your soul comes into one and generates that energy. So if one is not in love and yet you go into union, expect to be miserably in that union. You can be happy financially, but miserably spiritually and mentally. And therefore, you will always be within the energy of survival skills of the earthly energy and not the spiritual sense. So it becomes a karmic relationship and a relationship of in and outs. And as you collect that negative energy, and if you have children, then do believe that your children will carry that energy through times. And what was the other one that I said? So we have the respect and we have the love. And I'm all out of energy right now because I'm constantly into her. It's like I keep hearing it's like whatever. It's like whatever. Yes. Oh God. Okay, so let me do the last spread, and then we're gonna see. I feel in this, we're gonna turn around and look at the energy of the Cancer male again. That's my more important energy here. Okay. This is like makeup and breakup kind of energy I feel between this person. Of course, you will let me know how is their living space between them. Do they sleep together still? Or do they every now and then sleep in the couch? Or do they stay out and sleep at other friends' house? Because I'm seeing all of those little things taking in place. Thank you to the universe and to the answer. To the universe and the answer. What is that? What do we see coming for you, sweetie? Let's see. What do we see coming in for you? What is it that we need to know? Okay. You know, it's almost like if you put me to make a decision between you and my mom, it will always be my mom. My mother comes first. It's what I'm hearing right now. Okay, so you put it into the perspective as you want. So we do see the change of home environment for whoever lives in that home, period. Eventually, we'll definitely see it. Debating, I can tell you this, that if you move in with another relative, if anybody in this home moves with another relative, in the beginning will be a little bit normal, let's say what you might call consider normal. Um, for the meantime and for the sake of it. The reason why I say this is because someone is pushing for other people to move with another relative, okay? Whether it's the Cancer, the Pisces, or another older person, okay? Maybe this older person is also wanting to manipulate the situation and talk to another person about moving elsewhere with another relative, okay? But we definitely see that there's a shift and change here. Now, he's been wanting to save money to buy something else that is valuable to something that he's been wanting for quite some time, this Cancer male, okay? Um, and I feel that it's going to take a little longer, but he's going to buy that. Maybe it is a car, or maybe it is a home, or all of those things. But his dream is in that phase. So he deserves the best in life, I have to say. He's someone that loves genuine and cares genuinely. We see that. He's someone that has feelings and residue over his father figure, but they maintain a cordial friendship, if you want to call it that, because he still cares for that sibling of his. Um, and so they might bump heads, let's say, but he's more respectful to the father figure. So if and when there is an argument, can be related to you, my client, or because the other person brings the other person up. Okay, but he's very more of a lay back, this male Cancer. I feel that he doesn't take necessarily what happens with his father figure to the heart as it used to get to him. Okay, so um, in reference to, let me see here, I feel that this male Cancer is just going to start doing him a little bit more and probably interacting more with his male friends. And I feel that this is what he deserves. Live life and feel free for a little bit. He's most likely going to change little by little his group of friends, or get to know people that are coming to be more of a karmic energy in his life, whether they help him grow physically and or spiritually, which I'm sensing that. He's going to probably let go of a friend and also come into a new group where he gets to grow this energy and learn from them and grow more into who he's supposed to be. Probably this energy will come through his group of environmental work, whatever it is, if he's working. Okay. There's something about maybe making changes in his career, maybe life path decisions of career wise, or going to want to maybe even study something, or have some type of re-enlistment here, that we see him kind of going from one thought to the next thought. Okay, for this Cancer, he's a little bit all over the place, but a lot of those all over the place is something that it's conducive for him to see all those things. He's in that phase, he's in those years. So it's good for him because it makes him wonder what else is out there that is best for me. Okay, so the more careers, the more diplomas you collect, the better it is, because the more options you have in life. um, if they do detach, which we do see the win between him and Pisces, I feel that he's going to feel a little bit more free, and it will hurt him for a while, as any relationships, but eventually he will find himself to feel that he was in stagnation, that it's for the best for everyone to go their separate ways. Okay. um but I still feel that he cares and he has feelings still for this woman. So there might be a notion of see what else they can do in reference to buckle up and try to work it out, as two people only living together, and that's it. It will come to the rule, and I keep saying rule because I feel that more so it is her putting that placement on him, or he might see it as a rule. You know what I mean? Um, and so, I want us to live together. Nobody else. I'm sorry to say this, but in order for us to work, we have to be on our own. And I care for your mother or I care for your siblings, but I need my space. I want us to be a family or whatever it may be. Now, this is what I'm hearing because I feel that this has been on and out conversation between them. So she agreed to this, all everybody moving in the beginning before they moved in to the city or to the place that they are in now, because she thought that it was going to become temporarily, to be honest. And she actually thought that, oh, in a short time I'm going to get my engagement, in a short time I'm going to get married, in a short time he's going to buy a house and we're going to get together. In her moment of thinking, is there was an amount of time when things supposed to be taking place. So I'm seeing her thinking that within months, 3 months, 6 months to a year kind of thing. And so it escalated to be longer. And not only that, but they didn't feel, or she didn't feel her dreams kind of take place. um and so one of those things that I'm also sensing is that, believe it or not, homesick is one of those things that she's been feeling. And whoever she's confiding on the all the negative things that are happening in the home environment or the relationship. So therefore the other person that she confides in reacts to those things and gives her those type of advices according to what she confides in. And so she's the person that's advising her is saying, think about it, and maybe it's just not meant to be because he's not giving you what you deserve, and you should come first, nobody else but you. And if he's all about them and whoever else, then that means that who knows what could happen later on. So I'm hearing this kind of advices, immaturity advices, whether the person is old or not, in reference to uh, this Pisces and whoever else that she's confiding in. Okay. um so in other words, in this relationship there's too many people in the bowl and putting in their 2 cents in, and it's just it spells chaos and uh disaster relationship, because they are two people that don't know necessarily how to survive this relationship, and they go to other people and they're getting the advices that is not suiting them in the way that they feel that is best. And um, when they come home, they're in square one still, and they feel hate to each other. They give each other these looks, I feel. I'm not sure if one of them is slamming doors now. um, and again, you know um, before it gets any worse, before they get physically, And I don't feel that it's coming from him, but more than so from her, to the point where, she's getting to, she's expressing her emotional angers with physical things. I feel like maybe throwing something or slamming something. Okay. Uh, Sometimes she's a little bit immature, um, due to the energy, and it is because she's seeking some type of attention, seeking some type of knowing. So in other words, she questioned herself: why am I feeling this way? Why am I going through this? Why am I putting up with this? It can be the whole scenario, the relationship itself, the home situation, the moving into a different city. And then on top of that, you have her own energies climbing through. And then to make it worse, we also have what's already taking place in the home environment with the energies. So it spells disaster in all cases for this, for anyone in that situation. Okay. Um, Most likely, and again, it gives us the same energy within 3 2 weeks or 3 2 months. Okay, there's definitely a change coming in here for sure, starting today in this energy. um, she's already thinking of saying, okay, made my decision, I already talked to so and so, and I feel that I will go away probably for the holidays. You Maybe we need to do this together or separately, and then we can come back and decide what it is that we need to take. Okay. It, believe it or not, it sounds like a mature decision for now. Maybe they need to space out. Maybe she needs to go home for the holidays and reacquaint herself with the family and see how she feels. If she misses that more than anything, it means that she was immature about being in a relationship. um and if he feels freedom and happy within himself, and the environment within himself changes, then obviously he was not ready for a relationship as of yet. um, we definitely feel that he wanted to, because he felt again that he loved this woman with all his being, and he did want it at one time to give them that type of relationship. um, but they're just not physically ready for that, and more than anything emotionally not ready for that. They need to do a little bit growing up, be a little bit more mature. Some people at this age they are, though, but um, between them, it's just the time was just not there for them right now. They're not, uh, maybe they should have lived together first before moving into the different whole new city. Maybe they should have waited during the time that they moved due to retrogrades. If they moved within that time, most likely it was not going to be as happy a moments as they desired. And so we definitely see the downfall to this eventually. Okay. And if they do, for any change, try to work it out, the relationship, again, this is a make it or break it. It will come back to it, and then within 3 months, 6 months, we see a life shift changing for them, or relationship wise too. Okay. So again, I still don't see it necessarily lasting in the relationship. I feel like they're gonna go their separate ways. Their energy already feels separate as it is. So all it needs to be is the physical separation between them eventually. Will he hurt? Yes. Will he ache for her? Yes. Him more than her. Okay, for sure. She still cares for him though. But sometimes with her emotions, her entity not being all there, she feels hate again, and she's confusing that love through hate. And so the hate and the negative energy is building more on what the actual feelings are for him. So there's a sense of still caring for each other for sure. It is. Um, but the energies are just not suitable for them, unfortunately. The place is not suitable for them either. The entities are not suitable for this energy. It's an unfortunate thing. Yes. So there we have it. Okay. I will say that out of this one, he has an expectation of meeting someone that is going to be more mature, and it's going to be more caring for his type of energy. Okay. I definitely see that for this person, the male Cancer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Again, they might even try to work it out, do like a breakup for quite some time and then come back to it together again. But he is going to meet somebody else. This he's going to have two options between a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising, and a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. So if and when they break up, then we definitely see that he is going to be dating. Um, and this relationship are going to be interesting for him because he's going to try to take it a little bit laid back for a little bit. One of them is going to want to move in with him and start a new life with him, and so far. Okay, probably the earth sign because she seems to be more mature in the situation. I also feel that there is a hindering energy. Let me see here between. Okay. So his work environment is going to change. Maybe he's looking to change jobs or relocate from job position. Relocation is what I keep hearing. So I'm not sure what he does for living, but there's a change going through his work environment. Okay. It's supposed to be taking place already within his mind, thinking about those things, but it's a shift that he needs to change. He wants to make more money and make certain things come true. He feels like he needs to stand up to the plate. I need to do what my old men couldn't do, wouldn't do, didn't dare to do, kind of thing. So he drives out of the negative that the father figure did in his life. So he drives to make that for him a priority to do what he needs to do for his family's sake. And I feel that it's more so for you, my client. So he wants to make sure that you're safe, that you're secure. He wants to provide for you in his dreams as a child. I feel that he wanted to give you the things that you deserve, which is a house, which is home, money, and security. Bless his soul, because that's his more important things in his life. And so I feel that he has, if he hasn't, he will say these things to his father figure. I'm going to step up to what you should have done for my mother, or I'm going to step up and do what I need to do for my mother that you couldn't do as a man or as a father. So he takes that into consideration into his heart, and he drives, and that is why he has been successful in the things that he does. Unfortunately, sometimes negative things drive you to have what you have, to be what you want to be, because that's the moment in time where it changed your energy physically and spiritually. So when he managed those things, then he will have to change his energy to forgive those negative actions in life in order to grow for himself. And unfortunately, when something bad happens in our lives, is what drives us to the next physical life situations. And that's normally when someone has hurt us emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, or when we lose someone. And so those are the key moments of life shift and change, some of them, that is. So we definitely see that drive for him. Um, and so we're going to end that later on. I will say that in the future, we definitely see him being married. We definitely see him being a father. We definitely see him eventually owning his own home, his own property. So there is success for this young man. Okay. Um, do we see children? Yes, we do. I did say that we see children, at least two. Okay. Two. I'm not sure if I heard like a stepfather. Maybe he's going to meet someone that has a child. Okay. Whether or not that's the person that he marries, but it will be someone that he will probably even date. Okay. So we definitely see that him being close to whatever's close to that other person that he meets through his life. But we definitely see him being stable in his life eventually. Okay? Thank you to the gods and to the heavens for today's reading. I ask you to bless the energy of thyself and the people in question. Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. Thank you to the heavens and to the gods, angels of the universe and the heavens. We're so grateful to you today. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. And again, I want to give you thanks to my client. I wish you love and light to yours and to you. And to all of you for taking time to watch. I am Margot, your tarot reader. And if you're interested, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook, Margot, your tarot reader. Love and light. Thank you.